Ish, but then the indices, they're not the same, but just keeping it, pushing, How are you finding it?
Uh, I don't know, man. The indices definitely changed.
Yeah,
The indices are very different, so they're looking more bearish than usual.
yeah. Hey, me, what's killing me is Ish, I can't hold the same, anymore. So Ish, see, so
Yeah,
no,
but otherwise, everything has been positive.
pardon?
I'm saying otherwise, the market's looking good.
Say that again, bro. Sorry.
I'm saying otherwise, the market is looking good your side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just finished even analyzing now. You see, when I have a Zoom, so yeah, Sundays, bro. What's your routine for like like Mondays, Sundays, and Mondays, bro? Like in the evening.
Normally, I do look at the market more on Sundays. I'd
Yeah,
normally just look at pairs, a few pairs that I'm willing to trade for this
yeah.
week. I normally do the analysis with my students and my active clients.
Live.
Yeah, live on Zoom. And then normally after that, that's pretty much it. And Monday is just all about taking entries. All the analysis is done on Sundays.
Me, it's a bit different. Eh?
Yeah.
Mondays, I feel like the market is so choppy. You see, so I actually do my analysis Monday nights when the market has calmed down. Because Mondays I've noticed there's a lot of like manipulation. You see, so I just let the market do its thing during the day. Then Monday in the evening, that's when I start, looking at the charts and stuff. You see, because the market is a lot calmer. So yeah.
Yeah. So you don't really trade on Mondays then?
Nah, not Monday, not necessarily Mondays. Tuesdays, my best days are actually Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays, those are my two good training days. Because as traders, we need to know our training days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure some of your followers and a few of the followers here have some questions that they want to ask.
Yeah.
So I believe for the first part of this, we can answer a few of these guys' questions, and then I'm sure they also want to know how you came up, how you came about to become Bandilee. So
Yeah.
then you just also talk a little bit about that, trials, tribulations that you went through.
I,
And then I feel like we can then do a giveaway or something like that at the end of the live, bro.
like a live account, funded account.
Yeah, we can give away like this time a thousand funded account, 1,000 rand, or we can break it up into two. We can
Yeah.
make two 500 rand funded accounts.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you see a question in the comments that you feel you wanna answer, you can go ahead, bro. How come Wednesdays and Thursdays are your best trading days? Man, I wouldn't really say there's such a thing as a best trading day. I mean, the market is moving 24/5, like 5 days a week. So I guess just the day that your trading strategy allows you to trade, I would say is the best day to trade. Do you think SMC is better or not? Man, everybody has a different outlook, a different approach on the market. So whether it's smart money concept, trend line, support, resistance, supply, demand, it all just depends on what works for you, honestly.
No way, bro. Ish, I tried to decline a call and Ish accepted my mistake.
Oh yeah, you should put your phone on do not disturb, bro.
Yeah, I just did. You said you want to get straight into the questions.
Yeah, the people are asking a few questions here. There's a question apparently if the smart money concept is better than the technical analysis that we do.
Well, to be honest, right? Me, I honestly I believe, bro. Everybody has what works for them. Everybody has their own winning strategy. Everybody has their own technique and everything. So I don't bash people who like it's like Nike and Adidas, bro. Some people like Nike, some people like Adidas, you see. So you can't really bash people who like Nike for wearing Nike, who like Adidas, you see. So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is that people who trade like that seems to work for them. The way in which I trade and the way both in which both of you and I trade, like it works for us. So
Yeah,
like
because
everybody just has what works for them. I haven't really learned that whole SMC, what, but hey, it just seems complicated. But it looks like supporting resistance stuff.
yeah, but the way those people go on that trade that smart money concept, they go on like their way of trading is above all of our way of trading, you know. They go on like
Yeah,
they went to the private school of trading and we're just all regular traders.
yeah, bro,
But you
because
know,
we won't have like a yeah,
knowing the market, if the market goes against you, bro, you could be using whatever
yeah,
go
true,
against you, it will.
yeah, true.
And man, this whole issue of what do you think about this whole issue of the MetaTrader 5 and the MetaTrader 4 being removed from the App Store?
Hey, bro, I saw that. Yeah, I saw Instagram post. But then if you go to the World Markets website, you can literally still have access there. You just go into the desktop and then you just go into trade. You'll have access. You see. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
so it's affecting people who don't have the app yet, right?
yeah,
Ish.
but I mean it's only affecting people who don't have the app. But if you had the app before, I mean there's no need to delete it. I mean you can use it just like how you've been using it. Nothing has changed.
Yeah,
And if you don't have the app on your phone, Vault Markets has a terminal on the website where you can
yeah,
trade
that's
on
right.
there.
Yeah,
It's the exact same thing. It's just an online terminal.
yeah. You can just go click on the
And
website. So,
yeah, and I mean you can also trade on your PC.
yeah,
You can get a terminal there as well. Or if
yeah.
you
It's
feel
just
like you really need to be trading hands on, I mean you can get yourself an Android or
yeah,
I don't feel like that's really an issue to stop someone from trading, you know.
yeah. Nah, it's not an excuse to not. It's not an excuse to not trade. It's not an excuse.
Yeah, because even when I did see it, it was news, but it's not as big of as
Yeah,
news
because
people.
there's an alternative.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah.
So people are asking, bro, when did you start trading, man?
Yeah, I started. It was back 2019. Yeah, 2019, grade 11. Yeah, grade 11. That's when I started.
2019.
Yeah, after feeling
Wa-
grade 10. Yeah.
Was it you or who was suspended from school for bringing all those bands to school, bro? Someone can.
No,
I
I
think it
wasn't.
was.
No, I wasn't suspended. No. Oh no, I brought a stack, but the not suspended. I need to call my parents and stuff. You see, but they got sorted.
So you went with a stack of cash to school.
Yeah, it was 25. Yeah, 25K. Yeah.
Damn, bro. That time you're trading with JP Markets.
That time. Now that time I was still using the opposition. You see, because I didn't have proper guidance.
Oh, okay.
See, because I was
Yeah,
still coming. You see, I was still. That's when I started coming up. You see.
yeah. Because where I heard about you, I think I heard about you from my friend, Leadership. He was telling me about you went to school with all those bands and it
Yeah.
was crazy, bro. So by then, would you say you're a profitable trader or were you still coming along?
Now, you
How
see,
was the
then that's when I finally had a decent amount of capital to start finding, and that's when I became consistent. You see, so I would say I was profitable, but then that was like the peak. That was like confirmation of the foundation being built. You see, so I had decent
yeah,
amount of capital because in trading, bro, like the person with more capital basically has the bigger advantage. You get me because you
exactly.
stand more chances in the market. You see. So once I saw that, okay, I have a decent amount of capital, I was actually happy. I'm like, okay, see now I can be more and more consistent. Not that I'm gonna make profits all the time, but then I'm gonna make hit 3 TPs, hit one stop loss. I'm still 2 steps ahead. You give me 2 trades.
So just to get it straight, you started around 2019
Yeah, 2019, 2019.
and this time you're still in school.
Yeah, bro. Hey, yeah, I'm still in school.
So
Still.
when you started, I mean, I'm sure at the time the concept was a whole new thing to you. So how did you get yourself familiar with trading? Did you read books? Did you go for mentorship or were you self-taught?
Nah, I went for lessons. I figured, bro. I'm like, this thing. It's like anything else in life. You're not just gonna learn it by yourself. You know, it's like you can't learn a degree by yourself. You get me? So I'm like, okay,
Exactly.
this thing, you see. So I saw that okay, now I need to like get help and learn from someone. So got a
I I
mentor.
I are you comfortable mentioning who mentored you? Did you go
Yeah,
through one
it was
mentor?
leadership. It was leadership.
Oh,
Yeah. I only had one
oh,
mentor.
just one mentor. You're
Yeah.
actually lucky, bro.
Yeah, but then
Like
in
a
the
lot.
time I won't lie, right? Like me, I was like, okay, I got taught, but then I was like rushing for quick profits and stuff, you know. So I was hopping from free signals group to other groups and everything. Up until I realized that nah, signals really aren't the way you see it. Let me like invest in the knowledge, you know.
So
So
once you sat down with leadership, you then had it down. You had the whole trading thing down.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, taught me everything. I understood. Got the mentorship. Was in the mentorship group. It was just then. I was just making mistakes. You know, normal mistakes, mistakes that you should make. You know, like being
Yeah.
greedy, all those things you see. But then I ended up learning from them, and then yeah, finally became more consistent.
And okay, not that we it's not that we're asking for you to give financial advice or anything, but just from your personal point of view, your personal perspective, like how did you then start managing your money as you became profitable, bro?
Hey, for me it was okay. You see, for me it was a thing of okay. I had a strict mom. You see, so in terms of I'm managing my money, I couldn't really go out that often, especially when I was still starting. You see, so
Yeah,
in a way, I was like me not being able to like go out that much and spend my money actually helped me to save and get more capital. Like better foundation and then yeah. But then
yeah.
obviously when I moved out and stuff, I had to finally had responsibilities and stuff. But I would lie, I wasn't managing my money properly when I was still like living with my mom, right? Compared to now, because you see now we have responsibilities, you see. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
all
yeah.
about prioritizing and doing the things that need to be done first, you see.
I mean, I know when the profits are new, bro, like when I was starting to make profit, I would literally like would spend every single dollar I made that week in the club, bro.
Yeah, and
Like
then
no,
you'd be like, I
no,
make it back ish.
no priorities whatsoever. But I feel like, yeah, we were young at the time. You
Yeah,
grow, you learn from those things, bro.
yeah.
So
Like now
then,
we have
what?
one thing, we can't really go out one thing because there's things that need to be done, like
Exactly.
family stuff. See. But then back then, month end we'd go out to see. So like that.
So then, how long in trading, or how long in did you then decide, or you had enough to buy your first car?
Me,
Like,
it
how was
was.
that process, man?
Yeah, I could have gotten a car long ago, but then obviously, when we're still young, we spend money on other things. You see. So then it took a lot for me to actually realize, okay, now I have to be responsible. Like it took me coming to Joburg and being like, okay, damn. Yes, I was, spending money and all that, but then when I came here, I saw that everybody else has places to stay, cars, So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work, discipline myself, and then literally when I felt like that, okay, comfortable, then I went ahead. It's also not about how much you have; it's also about your mindset, because now when you have a car, it's a responsibility. So you also need to, because with
Exactly,
the car,
yeah.
anything can happen. You need to budget accordingly, bro. You can wake up in the morning and get a flat tire. So you can have the amount to buy, but then you also need to make sure you have the amount to sustain.
Yeah, I feel like sustaining it is more important than actually buying it.
Yeah,
And I mean, we talked mostly just about the bright side of trading, but man, we know that sometimes things don't always go your way in this industry. So,
yeah.
what was your hardest trials and tribulations, or what was basically your biggest hardships that you went through in trading, bro?
And me, bro, was being consistent, making profits consistently. You see, because I could analyze, I could do everything, but then execution and making profits consistently killed me, bro. You see. So that's the biggest thing I struggled with. You see, it took a lot for me to actually realize. It took a lot for me to actually get it right. Like things that used to knock me are things like being greedy, closing too soon. You see, stuff like that. You see,
Yeah.
so yeah. So I had to like look back and be like, okay, this is what's holding me back. Change my ways, learn from my mistakes, and then yeah. Because we all make losses. It's just you need to learn from your loss.
Yeah,
Those
no,
are the
I understand,
purpose.
man. What was the biggest amount you could say you lost in a trading session, bro?
Yeah, I remember. Hey, it was when was it? It was June. Yeah, my birthday month. It was 18K. I deposited 2K 9 times, like one way. You see, hey, that day I was emotional. You see, and I was revenge trading. You see, so yeah, 18K.
Yeah, no, 18K is insane, bro.
Yeah, ish,
And how,
gone just like gone within 30
and
minutes.
how did and how did you live through that, bro? Like, how did you get over it?
Bro, I knew there's good days and bad days. You know, this thing is like a business, bro. Business will never make 100% profit every month. You know, you're gonna have those good months, bad months. You see, so yeah, it's all
And
about
and I
the mindset, bro. You know,
yeah, I feel like some people, that's what they don't understand. Losses are always part of the game.
yeah,
They always think things are going to be rainbows and sunshines in trading, but obviously there are also bad days.
yeah,
But like you said, what gives you hope is the fact that you're gonna have better days.
yeah, yeah. You know, and like you must just know, you must just understand that life. You know, nothing's 100%. You know, like nothing's gonna be good forever. You know, you're gonna have those bad times. You know, but then those are just minor setbacks or major comebacks. You see, so you have to look on the bad.
Exactly. And just the last question, man. How do you feel, or what do you think is a broker's impact on your trading career? How does the broker that you use impact your trading career with
Well,
reference to
obviously, I know that I'm
with
trading
reference?
with a trusted and
Yeah,
reliable broker. You see, so I have trust. You know, I'm not scared for my money. You see, so number one is that I'm relaxed. You see, so now when I'm relaxed and know my money is safe, then I can obviously trade with a proper and clear mind. You know, so it also boosts my trading. You know, because now I don't open a trade and be scared that okay, what if I don't get this profit? You know, stuff like that. You see, so I know
yeah,
that it's trusted and reliable broker. It is local. You see. So if anything happens, there's some way in which to possibly resolve an issue. You see, it's much
yeah.
easier. You know.
They're literally at your doorstep. You can just go there and resolve it.
Yeah,
But I feel like a lot of people take good brokers for granted. I mean,
yeah,
I want to give a scenario whereby I was actually trading with, it was these overseas brokers that, we started off trading with. Man, these brokers weren't processing
yeah.
withdrawals. You can put in as much
Hey, bro.
trades. Like they were not, the profits weren't really paying as much. There
Yeah,
wasn't as much volume.
and
I
also
could
there
say
was
my
more
trade,
time and stuff.
yeah, I could say everything really changed. Like when I started trading with JP Markets.
Yeah,
JP Markets really I can say I feel like JP Markets changed the game for all of us, bro.
yeah, it did, bro. It did, bro. It was a good, start. So it created a lot of, it kickstarts a lot of careers. You know, kickstarts a lot of careers. So yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, I feel like that's the end of our questions for you. I mean, if you have anything you want to add on, any last words or any advice you want to give the people out there, you're more than welcome to, bro.
Hey, me, I'm not good at advice, but me, I just basically give everyone. I just basically say to everyone that guys, just keep putting in the work. You know, never give up because tomorrow could literally be the day that you've been waiting for. You know,
Yeah,
that
so
one day is definitely gonna come, bro. I never used to believe in it, but I see it like every day, bro. That yeah, when they
and
say that one day is gonna come, they're right, bro. You see, so
what are your plans for the future, bro?
hey, bro. So right now, I'm just working on establishing myself. You see, establishing myself. Now I wanna focus more on my future. You see, right now, like I've been working, but then I've been also chilling. You know, now I don't wanna chill at all. I never wanna find myself chilling. I wanna be working one way. You see, because I'm thinking now long term. You see, so right now I just establish myself. You know, grow up my capital, and then so yeah.
Alright, bro. Yeah, so listen, man. So now we're going to give away two funded accounts,
Okay, cool.
but now I feel like you should prepare a question that the people in the comment section can answer.
Okay.
And then probably whoever answers that question correctly, the first person to answer it correctly gets the first account. And then I do a question, and yeah, the same thing.
All right. Hey, this is putting me on the spot. Question. Let me
The,
think.
the,